Greetings, one and all, to your fortnightly dose of game tasting shenanigans.
Smooth. So smooth.
Smooth. And we obviously have... I won't do it this time. I won't. We have the lovely Yi, who is again assisting my tomfoolery in doing these game taster reviews. I am trying to sound coherent at the same time
as dealing bullet hell.
Yes, seriously. Like, I didn't know when the next phase of bullet hell would actually be introduced while playing it, so I thought, need to show people that it actually exists. So I paused just before it was due to bullet hell, and...
You are now regretting this?
No.
No, I don't believe you.
No. Oh, shit.
Right, actually, that's something we should probably cover before we continue any further, is does this taster have any spoilers? And if so, should people tune out?
I am going to be skipping as much of the plot as possible. So any cutscenes or anything, I will just flat out cut out. So there's going to be like the odd thing of this is world building, lore and stuff, but there will be no major spoilers in this because we won't get that far into it.
At least not intentionally.
Certainly not.
Right, yeah. Cool. So how long have you been able to, or how long have you been playing this?
So I think I picked it up when it first came out, and I played the first playthrough through it, which is like the A ending, and then I saw what was entailing the B ending, and I was like, nope, not gonna bother. But many months later, after its release, I was like, I'm interested. I've seen all these clips and bits of footage and things. I don't know how to fish. I've never learned how to fish. I'm just saying. I've never understood how you fish in this game. Anyway, so I saw this clip and I'm like, I've never seen it in my playthrough. And for one holiday, I had time off. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna play the B ending that I don't want to play. And it turns out that I'd only played half the game. And I was like, what the fudge? So if you do go away and buy Nier Automata, and I do strongly advise it, make sure you get to do the A, B, C, D endings. E is really simple afterwards. We're skipping this.
So you've just listed A, B, C, D, and E. So that's 5 endings.
Yes.
How many endings are there?
26. I'm going to be honest, most of the endings aren't as advanced as the first 5. Like, so, one of them was, I accidentally did something that the game wasn't expecting me to do, and as a result, I just got this ending, and I was like, what's going on? I'm good.
Well, I was about to ask, what type of genre is this? Or which genre is this game? And yeah, so JRPG elements at least.
Yeah, I would say it's a good mix between JRPG and your sort of like action adventure-ish kind of game, like Devil May Cry and things like that.
So no turn-based combat.
No turn-based combat.
Woohoo! Right, so you said that you're saying you've played through it a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to finish the first time and then for the extra?
So, I don't consider finishing it just on the A and B playthrough as finishing it at all. Right? So it took me about 30 hours to get to the C and D endings.
Okay, so not too bad actually.
No, I thought it was excellent. That's a very nice, healthy length of the game, especially when I paid full retail price for it. And most games these days, like, you know, oh, let's take another pot shot at Destiny 2. I paid more than I did for Nier Automata, and I completed it in 6 hours. Exactly. You know, that's a ghastly short period of time.
Yeah. Okay, so does the game perform well? Are there any major bugs or anything like that?
Yes, I strongly recommend getting Nier Automata on PlayStation 4. You can get it on PC. I'm playing it on PC. I'm playing it with a Steam controller. It is seriously built for the PlayStation 4 in mind, not the PC. And that,
this is the place that weapons
like,
was talking.
Before we were recording this, I spent about 6 hours trying to get the game to work again on my PC. And there's some brilliant people on the Steam community that do some amazing support for the game. There's one of the glitchiest features of Nier Automata is its weird-ass full-screen resolution. It's not 1080p at all. It's something really weird. But they sort of stretch it and things.
Right, that's a bit odd.
It is very odd, but there are fixes. There are third-party mods, so to speak, to improve the performance of Nier Automata and to get it to work. Also, I'm not calling it Nier Automata, because that's not how Latin. Just saying.
Oh dear.
Anyway, yeah, so I personally would advise people get it for the PlayStation 4, but if you really want to play it on the PC with some perseverance, you can get it to work, and it is such a damn good game.
So it's got replay value then?
I'll be honest, for a lot of people, no, it won't have replay value. For me, that loves the gameplay, the aesthetic, the music, everything about this game I love. I've played it a few times, and I've played it on stream. I just love it.
Cool. So what's your favourite part of it? Or experience, shall we say?
The plot, honest. So you know that emote where the guys sort of like try not to cry, take a deep breath, rolling on the floor crying? Yeah?
Oh, yeah, lie down, try not to cry, cry a lot.
Yep, that's the one. Honestly, by the end of the game, I felt so moved. Might have been the fact that it was 5 in the morning. I felt so moved that oh my god, it's such a fucking good story. What else is there? Some people might just want to spoil the story for themselves. I don't. Like, I strongly advise just play the game, get the first-hand experience. So good.
You said that you paid retail price. What was...
Yes.
What was that?
I think it was about £45 when I actually bought it.
Cool. It's I think it's what, about 20 or so. I know it's on sale on Humble Bundle for about 20 at the moment.
Yeah, so on Humble Bundle right now, it's on sale for £19.99 pounds. For PlayStation 4, I found it for the same price on Amazon. But on Steam itself, it is still full retail price at $39.99. It's a damn fine game.
And worth
in
it.
In the link below, I'll put a link to Humble Bundle with price. There is currently an offer on, and I believe, if my maths is correct, it'll still be on for a further 3 days after this highlights video has come out.
Oh, something I meant to mention, talking about like we were saying, Steam controllers and MacGuffins. Does this work with a mouse and keyboard?
It does. I don't recommend it.
Okay. And again, jumping back to like any modes and things, is there any modding? Oh, actually, you did say there were mods, weren't there?
There are mods. Yeah, there are mods to actually help the game's performance and stuff. There aren't sort of Steam Workshop mods. Like these are heavily third-party stuff. That actually, here's a funny story that I discovered earlier in my tales of trying to get the game to actually behave itself. So some people complained that a group of third-party individuals that were out to improve the quality of the game, right, to get it to work at the correct 1080p resolution, fixed an exploit that allowed a crack to work. So it's like, we can't pirate the game! I'm like,
well,
tough. You know, if you want to support the game, buy the game.
yeah. As we've gone over, we've got your Android, which is 2B, you've got 9S, and you've got your little...
What?
Huh?
Nothing?
Yeah?
I just said 2B waifu.
Oh, okay. So would that mean that that's your favourite character?
Oh, God, yes. 2B best character.
Any particular reason why, other than she's in, like, sort of goth dolly outfit? Please don't let that be the reason.
That's not the entire reason. So, in all seriousness, she has a lot of growth in her character, which you watch like a lot of movies these days, and characters either grow unrealistically or, oh, what the? Go away. Oh, no. Either characters grow unrealistically or they just don't grow at all, and like, oh yeah, you might as well just be a cardboard cutout of something. Get my point?
Instantly, what comes to mind is cough, Jurassic World, cough.
Oh, God! The least I have to remember about that film, the better. So this is a bit further on into the game. Probably, maybe an hour. It's not that much further. So, also, this is, I want to highlight something that you don't really see in the core game itself, like until you sort of explore for yourself. You have different sets of, you know, like mods in Warframe. You know, you can customize your character and you can get it to do all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. So if we have a look, you'll see that we've got my operating system, chip, so on and so forth. And from this, you can do crazy stuff, like you can increase your attack, your crit chance, so on and so forth. Yeah. Auto use items, so I've got it to actually use health things automatically for me. So this is a big part of the game that is often overlooked because the game's tutorial system just doesn't exist for it. I found that with Final Fantasy VII, it didn't really do a good job of explaining to you how materia worked and things. And I was just like, what? Again, weapons and things. So you can get all sorts of weapons. Bare fists. I can punch things. So, yeah. But I typically use the staple weapons, the signature weapons, just because I like the aesthetic of them. So, yeah.
So does the game have any sort of form of progression other than just leveling?
So, in the top left-hand corner, you'll see that I'm currently level 57. I don't know what that means apart from I do more damage. So, yeah, there is... Like, I just shredded that. Just got shredded. So much shred. Yeah, it does actually have a progression system, but it's kind of minor. It kind of just takes a back seat. Yeah, so when you complete the game and you come back, I don't think it's dead. You will randomly encounter these horrifically difficult enemies. So like this is half my level and I'm doing sweet FA in terms of damage, whereas in a moment I'll come across more enemies and just completely shred them.
So do these only spawn after you've completed the game once?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. This is the one that you fought over the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they have extra plot points connected to them?
So, in the game, you kind of experience the... I want to say, oh shit. The existentialism of these soldiers. You know, you are a soldier, they are soldiers. God damn, bastard. And you are going through the plot of the game, and you're seeing what it's like for all these different characters to experience life in different ways. So it is a very interesting narrative, and this thing fell off again.
Do you feel if there's any sort of features of the gameplay that needs work, or
the PC port certainly needs work? But I think no, it's a good solid game.
What about as an introduction to the JRPG genre? Do you think it's a good one?
In terms of like the action adventure games, I would certainly say it's a good one. In terms of what else is there? In terms of action RPG, sorry, in terms of the JRPG, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if there is a ultimate JRPG anyone should really can pick up or anything like that. I think there's always going to be a learning curve with the first one anyone ever plays.
Oh, and also just to make sure, you're referring to action RPGs, just to make sure.
No, action adventure.
Action adventure RPGs, or action adventure games. What are you meaning with regards to that? Are you meaning things like Zelda and
Devil May Cry, Darksiders?
Yeah,
those sorts of games. Yeah. I'd also say Dark Souls is also in that same ilk, although a bit hellish.
So, even though you're playing this for the review, and you've played quite a lot of it, are you going to continue playing it? Dumb question.
Probably when I have time.
Yeah.
This is certainly the sort of game that I think, like Crisis, or Crisis 2 specifically, what else is there? The original Doom and Doom 2. These are sorts of games that you can just pick up in like 10 to 20 years time and they still be a cult classic.
Does it have any room for a sequel, or does it package everything up nicely?
So, this is a very good question! Because apparently it is a sequel! And I'm like, what? I don't understand how this is a sequel! So, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the plot. In all honesty, I don't know. I've not played the other games. This was done by a creator of a series of games, first off called Drakengard, which was the third followed by the first. So the third was a prequel, and after that it goes from Drakengard 1 to Nier, right? And then after Nier goes to Nier... Sorry, oh god, was it Nier Gestalt?
Well, I thought Nier Gestalt was Nier.
No, so there's Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant.
Yeah,
right?
Nier Replicant... I thought my understanding was that Nier Gestalt was the standard version that we got, and Replicant is what Japan got.
Whichever one Japan got, that is where Nier Automata follows on from, right? Because it had a ending that, or its plot was slightly different, which works with Nier Automata.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jesus. No.
But it's something weird, like Nier is a spin-off from the fifth ending of Drakengard 1.
Yeah.
Because there's there's Drakengard 1 and 2, and then as you said, there's
3.
Prequel.
Yeah.
Which so this followed on so Nier followed on from that ending of Drakengard 1. There were alternate versions of Nier because it was designed. What one was for the Western market, The other one was for the Japanese market, and then this follows on from one of the endings of the Japanese market. With a replicant.
Yep.
Completely clear and straightforward.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, so you asked me, could there be a sequel? Yeah, there could be a sequel.
Okay, so you said that those are the games that you recommended. Is there anything that other games could learn from this one, or vice versa?
I think it's super important that when you are making a PC version of the game, you don't emulate it, right? Because that's what's happening here. It would run so much better if it was a proper port. So that's one thing that I don't think this is done well with. Plot, sound, visuals, acting, all of these really contribute to Nier Automata. Right, well, as Yi has run out of questions, I just want to say a small thing which should have been a question which I'll probably have to add in later. I love the music of this game so much. It has won so many awards, but I love just listening to it at work. It is such a enjoyable experience to behold, you know. So that's certainly the one thing I want to end on a good note. I love this game. I do recommend everyone to get it. Even if it's a case of you don't have a PlayStation 4, sure, get it for PC. It runs fairly well. It runs better than Monster Hunter World does on my PC. And yeah, I think it will run on most machines. So yeah, do it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this highlights video, probably not the raw, no one ever watches those, leave a like, subscription, comment, bacon.
Press the bell.
Ow! Press.
But I knocked my microphone.
While Yi knocks. Shit! I died. And yeah, so I can't. Yeah, it's an excellent game. Everyone should play it.